As Haley Kinsel looks towards her third world title, her and sister would be the first barrel racing team to win 3 consecutive gold buckles since the great Christy Peterson and Bozo. And these genetics are just going full circle tonight because Bozo is a full brother to sister sire PC Frenchman's heyday. So world champion bloodlines all about to write the history books tonight as we look at Haley Kinsel.
Man, you can barely get what she's done this week on a graphic. It's been incredible. Saw the NFR earnings right there, and she's going to win that Ram Top Gun Award, which, by the way, is a $20,000 certificate toward a new Ram truck. Tiani Schuster, she got honored today too, Janie.
Right, Tiani Schuster wins the Jerry Ann Taylor Award for Best Dressed Barrel Racer at the NFR, and rightly so. She has looked fantastic each and every night. Tonight she's coming in on her old faithful horse, Showmance, and they maybe have a little bit of a stumble on the back of that first barrel, cost them a little bit of time, but Tiani and Showmance are trying to finish this NFR strong, trying to get another check just like they did last night.
Yeah, and watch the clock. It's deceiving. This horse is fast. 17:32. It's going to set the pace. It's pretty tough.
Jill Wilson next.
Speaking of teams that are deceiving, Jill Wilson slowly moving up her way in the average each and every night. Her and Blue Dean have just taken tenths off almost every night. Incredible team, so consistent, trying to get a big check in the average. And Jill Wilson sends full speed to that first barrel on Blue Dean, asking for extra speed in between the barrels. She is really wanting to finish strong, get a big check in the average, and they are clean tonight. Blue Dean and Jill Wilson having an incredible showing at the NFR this year.
Yeah, nice little $55,000 16-8, so she may win the round with it.
Yeah. She's not done. 17-11.
17-11. 17-11. That's still a heck of a run.
That still has the lead. Here comes Shelly Morgan.
Shelly Morgan's making another horse change tonight, back to Phoebe. This is a great mare by JL Dash to Heaven, and they're just coming in for try to make some money. They've been 17-1 earlier in the week. They know they can do it again. Good first barrel for Shelly Morgan, and a down barrel, that is not what you want to do in round 10.
Yeah, going to finish her off her week. She's won nearly 64,000. She's had a heck of a week for the Wrangler NFR. +5.
Yeah, you can see right there, just clips it with that front shoulder, down barrel for Shelly Morgan. But they have had an incredible showing, like you said, Butch. To just win some good money in this arena is such a feat for these barrel racers. Here comes Stevie Hillman on Sharpie, and that barrel is up. Wow, that was a moment to hold your breath for this team. And Stevie Hillman is such a gamer. She is chasing these checks each and every night, and it's definitely possible with this team as they turn the third barrel. Sharpie and Stevie Hillman, this is going to be fast.
Yeah, real fast.
Wow.
16.79 fast. You know, we've been seeing that set up, haven't we, Janie? I mean, she's hit some barrels, but has been fast every time.
Right, Stevie, she shows up. She knows that if she can keep the barrels up, she's going to be fast. And speaking of teams that have kept every single barrel up, Jessica Rotier and Missy also chasing that consistency. It's looking like they're going to have a clean run. Third barrel. Wow, this team, all 3 barrels up each and every round, chasing that average. Congratulations to Jessica Rotier.
Yeah,
17-17.
Puts her third.
Stays number 2 in the average, behind Jill Wilson at the moment. Keep in mind, Haley Kinsel comes in number 1 in the average. Cheyenne Wimberly.
Cheyenne Wimberly pulled a really solid check last night with a 17-21 on this exact horse smooch right here, and they're just trying to get even more checks to make this NFR work for them, make it around the second barrel. Cheyenne rides so good. She always stays positioned right in the middle, bobbles that third, but they're clean.
Yeah, she helps her horses, doesn't she?
Yeah, she really does. Just stays in the middle, doesn't lean into those barrels. Nice run for Cheyenne.
17:53, that's 5th right now. Here comes Ryan Padone.
This team of Ryan Padone and Happy, they actually made their best run of the week last night with a 17-28. And if they can keep these barrels up, and it was close on that second barrel, I think we're going to see a good time from them again tonight.
Yeah, she's 6th in the average. That's a good payday for her. She leaves them up. 17-34. Definitely going to get an average check.
Man, and
that
average check is no small feat. Emily Miller has hit a barrel earlier in the week, but she has actually moved up in the average to 5th. right now, and Butch, you and I talk about this every night, the way her and Chongo walk up this alleyway, so calm, so smooth, sets up the runs for this horse to just really clock, and they had a beautiful first barrel.
Yeah, great send. A little hang up on that second. That's going to slow her down.
Oh, Chongo didn't like something on the backside of that second. Fought the turn a little bit, but a clean run for Emily Miller as she heads home.
She was fun to watch this week. 17:57. Won round 6. She won round 7. And the only other cowgirl's been able to get in the 16s with Haley Kinsel. We're going to see Haley Kinsel put finishing touches on a world championship when we return to Globe Life in Arlington, Texas. Well, there's Haley Kinsel right there, trying to win her 3rd straight world championship, and you can see what she's done. She has just been full speed here in Arlington, Texas. Thought leaving the friendly confines of Thomas and Mack might affect her and sister. I don't think it did. I think it made them stronger, as a matter of fact. They've been so hard to beat.
Jeff, I'd have to agree with that. This team has been on fire all week long. And in years past, Haley Kinsel has often let sister have round 10 off and run her backup horse. Not this year. She's going to run her #1 because she is gunning for 3 big titles, a world title, an average title, and a possible Ram Top Gun award. She is not going to hold back in round 10 tonight.
We were a little surprised. She'd won 2 in a row, and she wound up in round 6 giving sister the night off. Came back, almost won round 7. Thought she was going to win it, but Emily Miller clipped her run at the wire. And then Haley's come back. She's won round 8 with a time of 16:56, the fastest we've seen so far. And round 9 with a time of 16:81. There's a look at Lisa Lockhart. She's won 78,000. She's last in the average. It's been feast or famine for her. When she's left all 3 barrels up, baby, she has gotten a check. She won round 3 with a time of 17:09.
You know, and it's amazing when you look at Lisa. She has won absolutely everything you can win in barrel racing except a world title. And it boggles my mind to see why she hasn't won one, because she's had some of the greatest horses.
Now, Steve Kenyon pointed out for us, now she's the richest barrel racer of all time.
She is,
at the
that's
regular
right.
NFR. So,
Yeah,
gives you an idea of how good her career has been.
Hey, you never want to count out Lisa Lockhart in round 10 to take another go-around win, especially with a horse as fast as Rosa. She is such a veteran, 14 times to the NFR, and they are always a team to watch each and every night. You never know what can happen with these go-rounds.
Yeah, if she can get a win right here in round 10, it'll be a $100,000 10-day stretch for her.
So Janie, she's been having a little trouble hitting barrels. You've been out there and done that. What do you do? Do you change a little your spot? What do you do?
Well, Lisa Lockhart is such a hand. She knows exactly what to do with this horse, but Emily Miller Beisel told me today it's a fine line between getting your horse to rate a barrel and keeping them too free up in here. I think Lisa Lockhart, the problem with Rosa is she is such a nice horse that loves to turn, and she's overturning the backside of those barrels. Lisa gets her to her spot, but they need to just go half a stride by. Lisa Lockhart and Rosa down barrel, but what a great team we saw this year.
Yeah, 16:89 and loped out of the arena. What a beautiful mare.
Yeah, right there. See, comes around it and then just clips it on that backside because that horse just works so strong around those barrels.
Wenda Johnson, she kind of started slow this year at the Wrangler NFR, first ever. She's kind of picked her momentum up.
Right, Wenda Johnson actually made a horse change and then came back to the horse she started on. This is MacGyver, first Moonflash gelding, and they're making a great run. Oh, and they caught that 3rd barrel right there, probably to be very fast.
Yeah, they were 8th in the average, by the way, so that's going to hurt them. 17:02 the time. Stevie Hillman.
She tried to do the left leg lift on the back of that 3rd, but couldn't quite get it done.
Stevie Hillman still has the lead, 16:79. Here's Brittany Barnett.
Brittany Barnett is back on her little paint horse, and this is just the coolest little mare. So small if you ever see this horse in person, but can really fly. Obviously qualified Brittany into her first ever NFR, and a great team right there.
Now she like turned through herself on that 3rd barrel right there. 17:58 the time. Jessica Telford.
Jessica Telford did not have very much time to get her horses prepared for this really large arena setup. She actually is making a horse change tonight. This is Centerfold, a horse owned by the great Sue Smith, and just giving Cool Whip a night off because it's a lot to ask a horse to step up to this when they didn't know for sure that they were even going to be here.
17:83. Stevie Hillman still winning at 16.79, but here comes Brittany Posey, Haley Kinsel, and then Jimmy Smith. Now, Brittany Posey tonight came in #1. She's won 82,000, fourth in the average. It's been hard to keep pace with Haley Kinsel.
Haley has definitely set the standard, and tonight Brittany is on birdie. She's trying to go for those round wins, going through a different arsenal of horses that she has as options to try to keep up, and been a great jockey. She raised and trained all of these amazing horses, and props to Brittany Posey on a great NFR.
1768, fourth in the average, still going to pay almost $32,000. And guess who's coming up?
The team that everybody is watching, chasing after their third world title, their first NFR average win, and that Ram Top Gun award. And you can tell Sister is ready to get in there.
The energy in the building when it's their turn to go is just unbelievable.
You have to give so much respect for Haley Kinsel and her positioning and timing around every single one of those barrels. She always puts Sister in the perfect spot. This team is incredible. Watch this.
Wow. Second place.
1688, second behind Stevie Hillman. And Jimmy Smith has had the unfortunate experience of riding behind Haley Kinsel for 10 rounds, and that is a tough spot to be. Just kind of deflates you a little bit. Get you another check, Jimmy.
Wow, what a team. Here comes Jimmy Smith on Lena. They've won a round already, and Jimmy Smith has been making really nice runs. They hit a barrel last night to get out of the average, but they're laying down a run tonight. Jimmy Smith wants to finish her first NFR. Very strong. Her and Lena headed home right now, asking for that extra gear right there.
Yeah, deep ground and still 17-16. Excellent run.
She won round 2 with a time of 17:04. She's going to get a check. She winds up 7th in the average, but how do you compete with that girl right there? Haley Kinsel has been unbelievable.
Absolutely amazing, and her face says it all. She's smiling. She's thanking that incredible horse. Haley Kinsel bought this horse as a 2-year-old, trained her herself, and is now a 3-time world champion right there.
Yeah, I'm going to take the victory lap on her. That's pretty cool.
Sister gets to enjoy the moment.
Yeah, Sister gets a standing ovation. That's awesome.
She deserves every bit of it. I'm surprised she didn't run in front of the flag horse right there.
Well, I think she could have if she'd wanted to.
Had to hold her back for that.
Yeah, she's not used to being behind any horse, as a matter of fact. When it's all said and done for Haley Kinsel, she was amazing. Average champion, world champion, gold buckle, number 3 in a row. But as Janie mentioned, that average championship has been elusive for her, but not anymore.
Yeah, and you look at her time, 170.95 seconds. That's on 10 runs. So you average that out, that's 17.9 seconds. Oh, or excuse me, yeah, on every single run.
Almost averaged in the 16s. Second place in the round. Results brought to you by Justin Boots. Stevie Hillman, boy, tip your hat to her. That was quick, 16.79. Only 3 cowgirls busted that 17-second barrier this week. Haley Kinsel is with Amy Wilson.
With everything Haley Kinsel and Sister have won, this is their first Wrangler NFR average championship. Haley, what does it take to be so consistently fast over 10 rounds?
Oh man, it takes a great horse, a little bit of luck, a whole lot of favor. I mean, it's been a blessing every run. It's always a blessing to get on her, but to have her be so perfect every time I asked her to be was awesome.
How cool was it to take the victory lap on Sister and see her get a standing ovation?
I loved it. That horse deserves all the credit, and she deserves the victory lap every time. Not that I can keep doing that, but it was dang sure fun for today.
Congratulations, Haley Kinsel and Sister winning the average at the Wrangler NFR in the barrel racing.
Thank you.
Well, I hate to be negative in such a positive moment, but she did brush a barrel over 10 rounds. Slightly brushed it. Yeah, that was it, but Haley wins again.